Hey girlfriends, good morning. I wanted to share something that I have been putting off for a while now. So this one is coming from the archives. One day I was talking to my prayer partner, and in the middle of the conversation, I said to her, some of this stuff feels redundant. The healing is redundant. She agreed with me, and honestly, before I could even think about what I had actually said, I heard a whisper say, yes, it is. Those words stayed with me. I carried them for about 2 weeks. Then this past Saturday, the Holy Spirit brought it back to my remembrance as I was sitting, helping cater and decorate for a wedding anniversary. Um, and he began as I'm sitting still. When I finally got a moment to sit still, what he started revealing to me exactly what it is that he meant. He showed me that many of us become frustrated because our healing journey feels repetitive. Whoo, Jesus. We think, why am I dealing with this again? I thought I was over this. But what if you're not going backwards? What if it is an invitation for you to go deeper? The Lord began to show me that we don't always heal from the core outward. Many times we heal from the surface down. Okay? We learn how to smile again. We become functional. We even change our behavior. But sometimes the root remains untouched. Then life applies pressure. A conversation is had, a disappointment, a betrayal, a familiar situation, and suddenly we're triggered again. We often see trigger as a failure, but again, what if that trigger is an invitation? It's heaven revealing another layer that still needs his healing touch. I learned, I'm not being exposed for God to shame me. No, I'm being exposed to heal. Then I realized that redundancy is not always negative. Mm. In the kingdom, I realized God uses repetition to often establish strength, and He completes a work in us, and it completes a work in us. Yes. God is giving us another opportunity to heal from a deeper place. And instead of asking, Lord, what am I here? Why am I here again? Maybe the question is, Lord, what are you trying to show me that I couldn't see before? hmm The healing journey to me, I don't feel like it's a circle. No, I feel like it's a spiral. There are ups and downs. And with that spiral, there's transformation the deeper you go. My God, you can revisit familiar places, but you respond and you seize this time with greater wisdom, greater discernment. You have greater strength and greater freedom. And I realized redundancy also reveals patterns. And for me, it was exposing reoccurring thoughts, behaviors, fear, my responses. Those patterns became indicators pointing to the places where God still wanted to bring restoration. Yes. Surface healing manages symptoms is what I've learned, what I've come to learn. But when you do the core healing, it can truly transform your life. So I say don't despise the process. Don't become discouraged because you're facing something familiar. It doesn't always mean failure. No, it means God is taking you deeper than He's taken you before. Because God isn't interested in, and this blew my mind, cosmetic healing. He is at the complete transformation. He's healing us from the inside out, the core up. Mm, 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 mm. Until what triggered us no longer triggers us anymore or no longer has the power over us. And my prayer is that, we stop settling for surface healing and surrender to the deep work. May we allow Him to heal every layer, every root, every hidden place until we reflect, excuse me, until we reflect the wholeness He intended from the very beginning. You know, Healing from the core up produces lasting transformation. When God heals from the root up, the fruit will always follow. So I pray that, we don't take redundancy or look at it as a negative thing, because it's not negative in every situation. Thank you, and I pray that you be blessed.